Yoel Romero, the soldier of God. Jimmy, thank you so much for taking the time to come on.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Who've been called the greatest of all time. August 3rd at the Pattaya Boxing Stadium, there's going to be 2 WBC titles on the line. The main event, Anthony Sitpholek, the body snatcher, going against Menwan. Anthony, thanks for joining me, brother. I'm excited about this event. This is possibly the 6th world title for you.
Yeah, but you know, it may be my 6th, but this is the most important one. You know, you've heard me talk about there are world titles and then there are world titles. This is the big one. This is the big green belt. This is the one that everybody works for and dreams of and thinks of when they think of being a world champion. So for me, it's very important. I've literally worked most of my professional career to be ranked in a position to be able to challenge for this belt, and it's very important to me. So it was considered, like, for me, it was a great honor to have the WBC give me the okay to be able to challenge for this belt. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And Manwan Sitsongpeenong is going to be my opponent. He is a very experienced opponent. He was the WBC 147-pound world champion before. He was beaten by Fabio Pinca, where he lost that belt, and then decided to move up to 154 pounds or 70 kilos. But he was also Rajadamnern Stadium champion. You know, the guy's fought hundreds of fights. He comes from an extremely reputable camp. If you watch Glory, you're going to know who Sitsongpeenong is. You know, you got big name guys like Sidichai coming out of that camp. Sitsongpeenong is a big name with the Muay Thai community. He's got a very good trainer, Monlit Sitsongpeenong, who is like the Freddie Roach of Muay Thai, for lack of a better term. A lot of the viewers will know who Freddie Roach is. So Monlit is like the Freddie Roach of Muay Thai. Very well known and very respected trainer. So this is definitely going to be the biggest test of my career, and yeah.
Listen, you have come so far, and I'm not going to get into the whole story of Anthony Sitpholek. It is interesting as hell, though, I will say that. But you are normally fighting at middleweight, super middleweight, so you're actually making the cut down to 154, and that's a big deal. And it shows how dedicated you are to getting this belt and getting this title. What is it like for you to go through what you are now? I know you've got someone taking care of the diet for you. This is probably the most intense training camp of your career. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we just started the camp, basically, so you know, things aren't super chaotic right now. Right now, I'm basically in a technical development phase of the camp where I'm really just trying to build new skill. I'm working with some boxing coaches to crisp up my hands, and then of course I've got lots of good sparring partners, and you know, I'm definitely looking forward to testing out some skill against a really skilled southpaw. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the hardest and most intense camp that I've had. We're not cutting any corners with this camp. I've got a dietitian. I've got a strength and conditioning coach, I've got boxing coaches, I've got my Muay Thai coach. We're going to be heading to Thailand a few weeks ahead of time to tighten up some skills with my coaches in Thailand. And, we're going to be showing up with our A game, ready to go. I'm not pulling any punches on this one.
Well, it's an exciting event because when you have Muay Thai, and this is kind of looked at as Canada versus Thailand or North America versus Thailand, which I love that, but you don't see Muay Thai events put on in Thailand with someone from Canada that is, with the promotion coming from the States or Canada, North America, and getting it out there. Now, this is going to be a televised event, I know that, and this event is a big deal. So it's not just for you. I mean, this is a big event for Muay Thai and for the fans of Muay Thai here in the States and in Canada.
Yeah, I hope, that, through proper marketing and proper promotion to the event, that it can bring Muay Thai to more people. I hope that it shows that Western fighters can go and hang with the top level guys. We have high level Muay Thai in Canada. A lot of Canadians don't even realize that, but we do. We've developed many champions. We have many top level gyms. Out west we've got Mike Miles' gym. I didn't personally train there. I know lots of the guys there. Mike Miles has produced many champions, over the years, and is still producing many champions. And then out here in Ontario, we have a John Suchart, who's produced many champions and many WBC champions. We got Simon Marcus, Matt Embry, Gabriel Varga, just to name a few. We got some extra guys coming up right now. We got, Eric Rocha coming out of Burlington. He's a good, close personal friend of mine, sparring partner. He's fighting for Lions Fight right now. We got a bunch of other guys that are competing at high levels. We got a lot of IFMA athletes that come out of Canada. We got guys like Scott McKenzie out of Calgary who are going to be, like, you watch another 5 years and Scott's going to be a top guy.
Now you're also doing something that, in my opinion, really does help traditional Muay Thai and gives fighters an opportunity that maybe never have had that, which is coming to Thailand for your training camp or part of your training camp and being part of that.
Yeah, well, I think it's one of those things where, I think a lot of times when you go to gyms, especially here in North America, the MMA community here is so prevalent that there's a lot of distortion and fallacy, for lack of a better term, in training. So sometimes you'll go to a gym and, for example, and it'll say, oh, okay, we have a Muay Thai class at 5:30. It's not Muay Thai. Okay, it's striking for MMA. The guy teaching it's never had a Muay Thai fight in his life, and if he has, it's maybe low-level amateur stuff. Guy's never been to Thailand, has no real experience, doesn't know how to clinch. You're not learning how to throw elbows. You don't know nothing, right?
Well, great example, Anthony. You get a guy coming from, let's say, K1 or something, who is a bad striker, but you put him in the ring in Muay Thai, and it's a whole different ball game.
And it's one of those things that you've heard me say this before, same but different, right? And, we see this for me, even when I went over to try and fight in K1. And just because I'm good at one thing doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be good at the other. And they're very different sports. They use the same tools, but those tools are applied differently. And I feel that going and spending time in Thailand and learning from the Thais, Thai style, fighting in Thailand, learning from those coaches at that level, really, really changes your game. And then when you take that and you bring it back here and you incorporate the things that we bring to the table, like, maybe higher level boxing or more movement, and then you add those things together, it makes you a dangerous fighter. And it's one of those things where, like I said, I told other Western fighters this all the time. Sometimes we get caught up in trying to fight like Thais. Like, there's a saying that you'll hear Muay Thai fighters saying, it's train like a Thai, fight like a Thai. Right? Well, you're never going to fight like a Thai because you're not Thai. Right? You're not Thai. You didn't grow up in the Isan. You didn't grow up as a 6-year-old kicking truck tires. You don't have to fight to eat. You're not the same. So,
well, your background, Anthony, is in traditional Muay Thai, and I know what you teach children. You teach people growing up the art of traditional Muay Thai. So your background is that of traditional Muay Thai.
Exactly, but that's why I go there and why I spend so much time there is because I think if you're going to do it, you do it right. I'm just saying that, for Western fighters to be successful over there, sometimes we got to bring the tools that we're good at as well to make us different and to make sure that we bring our A game as well.
Definitely. Now, Anthony, I've got to ask you, with this event, I know you're in deep. This is the biggest camp of your life. This is really what you've been shooting for, is that beautiful green belt, WBC. Do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh, you know what? Right now we're trying to build some sponsors for this event. So if anybody's listening, you want to get on this, you can give us a message. You can get a hold of Dan personally, and he can talk to you about it. But I have a number of sponsors here in Canada that take care of me very, very well, and in the States. A couple quick people I just want to mention. Number one is Jeffrey Nutrition, who's taking care of my diet and is going to help me make my 154-pound limit. I want to thank the Niagara Regional Health Center that take care of basically all of my aches and pains and make it so I can walk every day. Muay Thai Niagara, who is my home here in Canada. This is where I teach. It's where I train. It's where I do most of my stuff on this side of the ocean. I'd love to thank Happy Jack's restaurant in Fort Erie, who keep me well fed, not helping me make the 154-pound weight limit. I'd like to thank Burnt Lime Canada, who is an upstart fashion company here in Ontario, and they make winter jackets. They've kept me warm all winter. Empower Supplements, they do a great amino mix. They've been keeping me fueled during this camp. But we're still trying to build Mongol fight gear out of California. Union Designs out of California, they've been great. So we have a lot of people that play a huge role in our team and how we develop.
There's some huge opportunities out there for the right companies to get involved on the August 3rd event, which is going to be an incredible night of Muay Thai action in Pattaya, Thailand. 2 WBC titles on the line. The main event, you're looking at him right there, Anthony the Body Snatcher Sitpholek. This is the real deal, guys. I understand there's so many people, they look at boxing and they say, well, boxing is, he's running, it's kind of boring. Or in MMA, well, they're laying on the ground, they're just holding each other against the cage. Let me tell you something. If you're looking for a toe-to-toe battle, if you want to see 2 guys get in there and just go for the KO, Muay Thai is the only place you're going to see that. And I'm extremely excited to be part of this event. Anthony, listen, we're going to be doing a couple pieces up to the August 3rd. I know in Thailand I'm going to be there with you. We're going to be putting out an HBO 24/7 style daily diary, so to speak, for the fans leading up to this event. Again, as I said, any sponsors out there that are interested, get in touch with me. I'm excited, man. Anthony, thank you for joining me, brother.
Thank you so much, Dan, for having me on the show.
Hey, guys, listen, for Anthony Sitpholek, for Modern Pugilist Entertainment, I'm Dan Cox, and I will see you next time.